my hair, having a bad hair day, having a bad everything day today. Just spilt a whole lot of water all over the bench and had to run around and clean it at the last minute. Welcome everyone. Welcome to Wow Crochet Designs Live. I tell you what, you're thinking, she just gets on, she's complaining already. Welcome everyone. I hope we are all well. It is our Saturday morning live, our usual Saturday morning live. We're going to be discussing a lot of things today. Fingers crossed that the connection holds out on us because it's been raining. Although the sun's coming out, I know it looks like it hasn't been raining, but it has, and it's so fingers crossed we don't lose connection. Hello everyone. Well, hello Auntie T. You and I are the only everyone here at the moment. Don't you love it? They'll come on in a little bit. Maybe they've forgotten about us. Oh, here's Jen. Hello, Jen. All right, everyone, make sure you have your live chat on so you can see everybody's chat in the live. And there we go. Pamela. Hi, Pamela. Lovely to have you here. Let's raise this camera. Oops, not drop it. Let's raise it a little bit more. Oh, hello. It's going to collapse any minute now. Now, I had a little incident before the live. Just spilt water everywhere in the kitchen, and I just rushed around to clean it. Did I make it on time? Oh, about 5 minutes past. Well, a couple of minutes past when I first turned it on. I just made it because I put a roast in the oven for your lunch. You're having roast for lunch. Lucky you. Lucky you. Well, we don't have big lunches on Saturday. We kind of have big dinners on Saturday. Usually we have all the children in the house. All my children. I call them children. We have them all in the house. Not always, sometimes, and yeah, and their partners, yes, usually, with roast veggies. Oh, Edith is in the house, and of course she has done a super chat. I love your little onset chair. Well, that's a new one. I haven't seen that one, Edith. Thank you very much for your super chat. It is well received. You know where it all goes to. I'm not even going to say where, but you pretty much know. Hi, Frank is in the house. Margaret, Middle Earthians, everyone's rocking up. Oh, Middle Earthians, you're in. Oh, you said it's when we change the clocks back. Which, guys, think about the time that it is now. This time next week, put your time. Hang on, what are we on? 10, 9. It will be 9 o'clock next week this time. Okay, so I'll be getting ready for the live. Then you have to wait an hour and then I'll be on the live. That's how you think about it, unless you're changing your clocks with us. If you're changing with us, then wait a minute, what's she talking about? But if you're not changing your clocks this weekend, as of tonight, the clocks go back 1 hour, backwards 1 hour, which means I'll be 1 hour in front next week. So you need to wait the whole hour before I get on. I hope that makes sense. Having said that, I don't know about Saturday's live because it's flat bang in the middle of Easter next week. We'll see. I'll find out by Wednesday whether I'll be available for Saturday morning's live, and I'll let you know on Wednesday. You'll know by Wednesday's live. And I will also be putting the information in about the clock changes in our community board tomorrow, so you know that it's happened. I will also be putting it on Tuesday night, so to remind you for the next day. And I'll also probably, either one of them, either Tuesday night or Wednesday morning, to remind you that you have to wait an hour before you see Wednesday's live. I hope that made sense. But you'll see the clocks and the times. It'll all be there for you. And that will give you the opportunity to join our live the hour forward, if that makes sense. All right, so everyone's saying hello, hello, hello. That is a new one, is it, Edith? I've never seen that one before, but there you go. Thank you, it was lovely. Hi all, serving at a stall. Oh, what stall? So I won't be commenting, but we'll keep you on for whatever is needed. What stall is it, Karen? Whereabouts is this stall? You don't have to give all information, just information about the stall, what sort of a stall it is. Clocks go ahead 1 hour. Yes, ours go backwards 1 hour. Oh, that's interesting, Edith. Oh, very interesting. Corinne's in the house. Hi. Marty, hi all. Our clocks changed last weekend, so this is already in an hour later for us in the UK, so we'll be another hour later next week. Well, let's just say it won't be this time next week that I get on. It'll be about another hour's time. if that makes sense to you. I hope that makes sense. But welcome, Marty. Lovely to have you here. Just watching the news. Hope everyone is okay in the Midwest. I don't know. I've missed the news this morning, so I can't really know. I don't know what you're talking about. But anyway, spring ahead, fall back. Okay, that's for Edith, where Edith lives. Next Saturday, I believe, will be the start of me not being able to join. Okay, well, all I know is that, to be honest with you, I don't know about next Saturday yet. I'm saying I'm coming on, but I'm running Easter this year. So it's going to be pretty busy for me next weekend. So all 19,000 of you are welcome to come. No, I was kidding. Oh, no, don't come. Nobody come. I don't want anyone here. Vegemite sandwiches at the door, thanks. Oh, with bread, margarine, Vegemite. Next, margarine, Vegemite. That's your Easter lunch. I'm so naughty, so naughty. Clocks go forward in the northern hemisphere, back in southern this time of the year. Oh, it's all over the place, isn't it, Marty? If they would just keep everybody the same for where they live, we won't have any problems. All this changing forward, back, forward, it just confuses the whole world. And they're all at different times too, which is a real pest. Hi, lovely Liz is in the house. Lovely Liz is in the house. Now, we have had an interesting week this week. Yes, I did an on-the-spot Easter project. I don't know whether there's still... Oh, there is. Still yummies in there. I did a not. This is mine. I don't care about anyone. Nobody's getting these eggs. There's a bunny in there. There's an egg. There's a couple of little ones. I think I might have eaten some of the little ones. I'm not allowed to. Traditionally, you're not allowed to eat Easter eggs until Easter. Anyway, so there you go. This is the gorgeous little bag. So if your little one wants to hold their bag like this and then fill up with eggs, they can. And that's your little bag for your little one or for yourself. That's a good size for me. Don't tell anyone. Now, we did that on Thursday. Might have been Friday morning. I think it was Friday morning that went up. I actually, yes, it was, because I set it for Thursday night. Then I fell asleep and woke up at 6 in the morning. And what do you know? It's still sitting there. I just clicked, yep, you can go on now. That's me when I forget. I go to sleep and forget all about it. Well, I don't forget. I'm just so tired because usually I'm up at 5. But that morning I was up at 6 because I was working till 1. So that was actually created, and I'm doing this because it was sitting on that table over there on that side of the room for the first time in a long time. I was working in here late at night, so I didn't get distracted by TV and whatever else have you. And I finished it here at night and then fell asleep because I was real tired, as you do. And then I woke up and thought, what was I supposed to do last night? I forgot. Oh my gosh, the computer's still on. I rushed to the computer and there it is sitting on YouTube, still waiting for me to click go. I never let go. Anyway, it went off, I think, 6 o'clock on Friday morning. Then Friday afternoon, we did a short, just talking about this guy right here. Oh, hang on. I've still got my threads attached. I should take them off because I finished it. The front. I finished the front until we start doing this part here, you know, the sleeve bit. Oh, sleeve bit. Let's try shoulder bit. The shoulder bits now. It's ready for the shoulder bits, yeah? So it's done, and you know it's done because I did this one with you guys. My other one, which is not in the room at the moment, had the other square, and I'm just going to use that for the back. Oh, and another thing, get this. I've been chatting to a lady on Facebook, and apparently she has the red. Now, I started using the pink and pulled apart the red sleeve. I wished I had it now. But she has the red, so she's going to send that to me. Oh, my gosh. So we are going to be going back to the red. And the red I'm talking about is the ribbing I used for the red. I thought I had 2 skeins of 10 ply and 2 skeins of 8 ply, but I only had 1 10 and 3 8. And it was a bit of a slap in the face because I'm always careful with how many skeins I have on hand. So I was a little bit naughty and wasn't watching properly. But anyway, so she's going to send that to me. Probably won't come until the end of this week. We're not starting the sleeves until next week because this week we are doing, get ready, we are doing the shoulder straps for both sides, by the way. I was really disappointed last weekend. The hour we lost when the clocks went forward was the hour I was planning to go to the gym. Marty, come over here with me. Pop that crown back on and get over here in the corner. You're hilarious. We wait for you to come in and say these jokes. You know that, don't you, Marty? That time you were missing for a few weeks, we cried. We all cried. No, we didn't. But that was very funny. Pop on your crown and get in the corner with me. Hi all, sorry to be late. That's all right, Anne. All we've been talking about is the time zones and what we've been doing this week. And of course, some yarn that a lovely lady did find some in her stash. She's not exactly from Melbourne. She's still in Victoria, but it's more country Victoria. And so she's not exactly from Melbourne. So it still has to be shipped to me by post. It'll probably take a week to get here. I'm guessing. I don't know what the shipments are like country. Fingers crossed. I do realise this is the Easter week. Well, it's not. It is. Good Friday is coming up this Friday, and I love Good Friday because we have the Royal Children's Hospital donation happening all day that day, and I always donate to that every year. It's actually the only place I donate to these days, to the Royal Children's Hospital. At the end of the day, they are our future, and we need to look after our young children who are unwell in hospital. So there you go. So I only know that for that reason. I prepare for this Friday. I save up for weeks and weeks and put some money aside so that I can donate to the Royal Children's Hospital. And I do that every year. It's my only one that I do. But anyway, so this Friday is Easter Friday. So which means that we've only got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday available for anything to go up. And we're going to talk about that in a minute. Then the next week, we've only got the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday for anything to go up. So it's going to be a lot of messing around. And I mentioned that in that community post about some tutorial change for that reason. However, we're still getting I'll just move. Where have I put it? I did put it there. It fell. Oh, no, it fell on tab. We're still getting the shoulder straps to our sweater this week. That is still going up this week. So excited. I'm missing all the chat. Tried to carry up and it was too hard to carry 7 balls of yarn at once. I know, hun. But you know what? You tried it, and if worse comes to worse, you can actually cut your threads for that middle section, you know, for the 3-color, the tricolor piece. You can actually cut your threads. Just means more weaving for you, that's all. Changed my ribbing again, not changing it anymore. That's another thing, Franca. Thank you for reminding me on that one. For those of you who are making changes to the sweater, be wary that once you make changes, it may not look out or turn out the same as mine. Be careful when you are changing patterns. I've done it so many times and I've messed up a lot too by changing patterns. And I laugh because there was one pattern I thought, oh, she used the 8 ply, but I only have 10 ply. It should be all right. No. Big mistake. It was like huge. And I couldn't wear it. I had to take it undone. I had to frog. Well, I got to the front of one of the sides and I thought, oh, that looks so big. Maybe I'll take it undone. Maybe I won't. And then I did the back and thought, I don't think so. It's like, 20 centimeters on each side. It was huge. And the pattern was made already to be 10 centimeters on each side. And then it was probably 15 centimeters, not 20. I probably exaggerated a little bit. I do that. But it was so big that I thought, no, it wouldn't fit me. It wouldn't even fit 2 extra large. It was so big. So I had to take mine undone. So just be wary, guys. If you are changing the pattern, be wary. It may not come out exactly the same as ours. So just heads up, yeah? All right. I just did a solid for the patch. I gotcha, middle. You can make little balls of yarn per color. And I did talk about that, Teresa, in the first tutorial. I might have been the second one. If you remember, I showed them the little bobbins that you can purchase. And again, if you couldn't purchase, you just have the yarns attached. And that's okay. What you can do, middle, and this is something I did in the past. I did a row of patches, my very first row of patches. I weighed them before I did them. And I noticed that I think in that particular jumper, I can't remember because I didn't do it properly with this one, but it's very similar to my cardigan and it was the same measurements as my cardigan. in the back, so I can kind of remember. I think I worked out to be about 13 grams per square, between 10 and 13 grams per square for my size. Be careful, don't cut it at 13 grams assuming it'll be the same, yeah? And so I cut it and made smaller balls. And the only problem with that is that sometimes you end up with 2 grams extra and you've got these little bibs and bobs everywhere. So I do tend to leave the big skein on it. That's just me. In that tutorial, I did explain you can cut and pop yours on bobbins, or even you could have wound it up into small balls. You could have done that. I still find that annoying. However, I've also done this, and you're going to get a shock with this. When I was doing the tricolor, I've actually cut 2 grams worth of skeins, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2 of the 3 colors, 2, 2, 2, not 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2 of the 3 colors, and I've sewn them up with a needle at the back. Rather than carrying them, I got to that side, I did the next row, and then I sewed the other one right up to the top with a sewing needle. So you didn't have that line and you couldn't see it from the front of the jumper. Now that is something that I do when I'm making for me, and I can take my time. When I'm rushing for the channel, I'll actually, you know what, I might even put that up as a tip. I might put that up as a tip on the channel one day to show you that there are other ways. If you are an experienced crocheter and know what you're doing, there are other ways that you can create something with 3 colors than just bobbins and balls of yarn. There are other ways. Now, these are ways that I thought about after doing so many different graph gans. Ugh. Quiver every time I talk about graph gans. I quiver, yeah. But they're little tips that I used during the graph gans. I used to weave with the sewing needle the color up to the very next. It took me hours, yeah, but it looked better. And it was a little bit fiddly, but it's more fiddly to carry up and make sure you've pulled it tight enough, or you've got it hanging loose at the back and then your jumper gets a hole, and you don't want that, yeah? So, yes, it's different. It's better to actually sew it up. I know that sounds a bit weird, but it works. All right. I know I have bobbins somewhere, just can't find them. You don't even need bobbins middle, just roll them up in balls of little balls of yarn. Depending on how much yarn you need, you can make bobbins out of anything. Pieces of cardboard. I know we had some cardboard lying around. I made little squares with the little tops, and it was just with scissors, basic scissors. I did have to sand them down a little bit because they were pulling at the yarn. Pegs, closed pegs are a good idea. I'll actually put a tips video up, I think, and run a few ideas. Won't be this week, it'll probably be the week later, the week after Easter, the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, whatever. I'm happy to have mine all solid colors in each patch. Missy, hello Missy, lovely to have you here. You sound like you're new. We have a newbie in the house, yay. And we have all us oldies in the house as well, Missy. So Saturday's a good day to be on our live. We have a lot of fun on Saturdays. Marty comes on and makes us all laugh. He's a wonderful fella from the UK, and I'm here in Melbourne. So it goes to show we are all over the world. We've got some Canadian in, we've got some US in, we've got some English in, we've got some, I don't know if the Irish is in at the moment. We've got some obviously Australians, but Australia's a very big place, guys. So we've got some Queensland, some Melbourne, some Perth. We've got a lot of people from everywhere. So how lucky are we to be able to speak to everyone around the world? Missy, welcome. I'm sorry, that's a little bit too much information there, wasn't it? Oh, sorry about that. All right, so what happened this week? Ta-da! We made this for Mother's Day. Remember, you can wear this 2 ways. You can wear it that way, or you can wear it as a square. Oh, it's not really very straight, is it? That's just me, the way I put it. You can wear it as a straight cowl as well. Yes, I'm new. Used you watch you months back, but life got busy. It happens, Missy. I know. We all get busy sometimes. I give anything to be in Melbourne this weekend. Yes, I know. It's on, isn't it, Marty? Everybody's talking about the race. Oh, it's all happening. Everyone's talking about it. I know. I don't follow it, but I hear about it on the news, obviously. But I didn't watch this morning's news, so I can't say anything about it today. Sorry, Marty. You're probably watching it from there anyway. We are bracing for blizzard conditions tonight with 4 to 6 inches of snow. Oh, Edith, we've had some weird weather here. Not like that, though. We've had some weird weather. This morning was freezing cold and raining, and now the sun's out. Do you understand it? I don't know. I don't know how it's going to be. Is it going to stay warm? Is it going to go cold? I don't know. I don't know. I just don't care. It's Melbourne. It changes every minute, right? Marty, you won't like Melbourne. The weather changes like, you have no idea how quickly the weather can change here in Melbourne. All right, so we got sidetracked. Mother's Day project was on Tuesday, I think. We did a short on Tuesday or Wednesday. We did our live on Wednesday. We did a beginner video. No, we didn't. We didn't do a beginner video. I changed it because I forgot all about Easter, and we did our gorgeous little Easter bag. I know it did take me an hour, but I do longer tutorials because I like to explain pretty much word from word, word for our newbies who come along. And look at that, how gorgeous. And I think I called this a bead or a button. I don't even know what I called it, pearl or something. I don't know. I kept changing my mind about what it was in the tutorial. And it holds a lot. It holds a lot. I'm pretty sure I've eaten some of the little ballies. The little ones. There's 33 of them. I'm sure there was more. 1, 2, 3. And you go. It does hold. I'm quite surprised. Little bell. I love the little bell on our bunny. We put that in all crooked. It does hold a lot, but there you go. All right, so we did our Easter bag on Thursday, but I think it went up Friday. And then I did a short on Friday as well. I'm very itchy now. I'm sure it's that cotton. I don't know what to do. All right. It's starting to noticeably warm. Yes. Lucky middle. I'll be up in 5 hours to watch it, so forgive me if I drift off now. Oh, have your snooze, Marty. We want you to enjoy the race, yeah? Only happens ever so often. Mary, send me some of that chocolate. No, it's mine. I'm keeping the chocolate to myself. Finally catching you live again. It's Christine Ashley. By the way, changed the name. Well, Christine, lovely to have you here, honey. Lovely to have you here. The time difference between you and me, Hawaii, is awful. But guess what? It's changing tomorrow. Our clocks go back 1 hour. So think, what time is it there? It's 10:26 here in Melbourne. Next Saturday, it'll be 9:26 here in Melbourne. So heads up there, Chrissy, which means you need to wait another half an hour from now, next Saturday, to join us. If I think at this stage we'll still go ahead with the live. We can make it a little shorter and not stay on for like the hour and a half that we do. Sometimes 2 hours when we get real chatty. And we could do that next Saturday. We can cut it down a little bit. I feel like I'm looking the wrong way. That's better. It's the way the room's organised. That's the corner of the room. And sometimes I'm like this, and I'm sitting on the chair like this. Don't even go there. That's too much to talk about. It's 6:26 in Manitoba time right now. Is that in the morning or night, middle? That would be night, yeah? I was doing great with keeping up with the lives until the change, but I'm acclimating. Okay, I got you. Okay, well, it's changing again. Sorry, hon. Sorry. Just happy to see you. Just happy to have you here, Christine. Lovely to have you here. I'm using my leftover yarn from the temperature blanket, but I can't get the lemon yellow, so I'll only have the 2 patches, and when I'm changing. Oh, I hope you're using a 10 ply or an Aran weight, Corinne. If you're using an 8 ply or a DK weight, that's going to be different. You're going to change your whole size. Make sure you're using the 10 ply or the Aran weight when it comes to our sweater. Next time we do an item of clothing on the channel, it will be 8 ply DK weight. So heads up on that one. Night there, Edith. Thank you. Yes, PM. Thank you, middle. Always ready to tease Marty. Oh, he's a good sport, our Marty. We do love him, don't we all, guys? Bernadine. Hi, Bernadine. Lovely to have you here. We've been talking about all the projects we did this week, and we've done heaps of projects. Now, I did put a short up yesterday talking about the sweater. I put a short up here, I put a reel on Instagram, I put a reel on Facebook, just reminding everybody that the sweater it's moving along. And the next part of the sweater will be this part, the shoulder part, which you guys will be making on Monday. or I'll be making on Monday. You might get it Tuesday, yeah? Would we be using some maker yarn, perhaps, wink, wink? Ah, we will, Christine. We will, perhaps, wink, wink. So yes, keep that maker yarn in mind. It will be a project on the channel, but I haven't decided what. All right, so keep that in mind, Christine. Yes. So, Christine, have you got some of the maker yarn, hun? Do you have some of the maker yarn? I hope you have, because we can play with it and make something gorgeous. She can't control herself, guys. You really can't. She's out of control. You know what? I love this cowl, but I really don't like that look. I'm so pedantic. I love that look. I don't know what it is about it. I just love the point look. Maybe I've got poncho on my brain because it's very poncho-ish. Yeah, you can actually, that can be turned into a poncho if you like. Well, no, you'd have to check your measurements over the shoulders and everything. Yeah, I'm very pedantic about that. I'm so naughty. All right, so yeah, maker yarn. Oh, that could be a lot of fun. If you don't know what the maker yarn is, do I have any here? I think I have. I do. I have some. I want to show you the. Oh, let's go for the purple and the orange, just for fun. Just for fun. No, I don't. But in the US, I'm used to the Aran weight. I haven't even checked about ordering maker all from Hawaii. Postages. I'm not sure whether she sends overseas too. You can check with the lady. It's maker yarn. Maker yarn. Yeah. And it's called Dirty DK. This is not an Aran weight, though. This is a DK weight, Christine. It's not an Aran weight. Heads up, it's DK, yeah? That's why it's called Dirty DK. Yes, it's same yarn, just different color. Don't know whether it's the same. I think you guys have it's an Aran weight or a 4 weight. This is a 3 weight, yeah? So heads up, I don't usually order online. I can find some DK. Yeah, this is definitely a DK weight. Having said that, I'm going to be honest with you. I've been playing with the squares. You would have seen me make some of the squares. If not, I can show you that on Wednesday. This is a little tiny bit thicker than a DK weight, but not the same as an Aran. So it's an in-between. And in fact, I used a 4.5mm hook when it calls for a 4. It says between. It says on there. You can use between. Well, no, it does say there 4mm hook. But I actually used the 4.5mm hook. Has 333 meters or 200 grams. I don't know what that is in yards. The US use yards. We kind of use meters here. But I can work that out and let you know once we're doing our project, whatever project we decide to do. So yeah, get excited for that, guys. It's beautiful colors in there. So really, I must admit, I do love their colors. And they're local. I couldn't believe how local they were. What? Hey, Green. Oh, Green. Did we miss Green? Where did I miss Green? Oh, I'm sorry, late at the dentist. Oh, no, you're in pain. Don't even talk to me about it. I had so many teeth issues. Everybody looks at my teeth and think, oh, wow, she's got such great teeth. I have so many teeth issues. Oh, Green, I feel sorry for you. Big cyber hug to you. Big one, big one. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you. Even while she's not feeling well, she's always thinking about it. Thank you so much. Yeah, we don't like the dentist middle. I mean, green and middle. We don't like it. I'm a definite dislike to the dentist. I sit there and my blood pressure goes up. And the dentist once said to me, I have to stop working on you. And I said, why? She goes, I can feel the heart rate going through the chair. She was leaning across this way. She goes, I can feel your heart rate. I have to stop working on you. You have a heart attack in the chair. And I was in these little mild convulsions as the body was shaking. It's just, I can go through operations, babies and all sorts of things. But, work on my teeth, I can't cope. I don't know what it is. I have a fear of teeth. Yeah, I think it's because, honestly, I think our teeth this is what I put it down to. The teeth is too close to the brain. I'm pretty sure that's what it is because, you think about if you lose your physical well-being, you can still deal with life if you've got a brain, right? And all you can think of is, oh, teeth are too close to my brain. What could happen? Nothing. But psychologically, I've got the fact that it's too close to the brain. It's all psychological. It's, no, not true. It's painful as well. But It's not as bad because they put that injection. You don't feel anything, but it's really psychological for me. I do have an issue with mouths and teeth, which is people look at me and think, oh, you're not talking directly to me. Are you lying? I said, no, I just don't like looking at your mouth. I'm trying to look at your eyes, but your mouth is in the way. I'm very bad like that. I really have a problem with mouths and teeth. I don't know how I got into that conversation. I'm sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that, guys. All right, so let's talk about what's happening this week. Now, as you know, it's Easter week. So Good Friday, a very big week for me. I love Good Friday. As I said before, I love donating to the Royal Children's Hospital. It's the only thing I donate to during the year, apart from when I do crochet items and then they get donated to places. But when it comes to money, the only people I give money to is that Royal Children's Hospital. I believe in keeping our children healthy and safe, our young people healthy and safe. Like, they're going to be running the country when you're old. So seriously, you need to keep them healthy. Anyway, that's just me. All right. If you have a spare change, call them. They'll take anything. All right. So, all right. So that's that. And on Monday, we are getting I don't know what it is, part 5 or 6. Part something of the sweater. Let's just chuck one up. We'll make up the number as we go along, right? You're getting the shoulder part. Put it this way. You're getting the strap part. Thank you, middle. I've kind of lost track, right? You know what? We would be part 4, except I used part 1 for the swatch and to talk about the yarn. So I kind of wasted a bit of a part there. But really, we should be part 4 and then going on to part. We should be going on to part 4, but we're going to part 5. Anyway, we're doing the shoulder straps to our sweater. We'll be doing the straps and we'll be attaching the fronts to the back, just up the top, not down the sides. We'll leave those. All we're going to do is make the shoulder straps. Actually, we may not have time to attach because you guys will need to do 2. We could. We'll see. I'll have one done and we'll do the tutorial together. And if it doesn't take too long, then I'll just show you how to attach it. It won't take long to attach. And I'll give you 2 versions and you can decide which version you would like. I'll show you the version that I'm going to use. That will be the last version I show you so you can see me doing that. But I'm giving you a choice of 2 ways of attaching your shoulder pieces, yeah? And then when we come back the next week, we're working on the sleeves. Very exciting. All right. Have to finish the one side, then I can start on the next one right away. Okay, that's fine. That's what I'm saying. I'm going to show you how to do all that because that Easter week of next week, not this Easter week this week, but the one next week, there'll be no sweater upload. To give everyone that opportunity to finish that second side. And not only that, it gives me a chance to wait for the yarn to come in for the sleeve. If she had contacted me last week, it would have been so much better. But she's a lovely lady, and I'm not going to mention her name because I don't know if she wants her name mentioned. We had a beautiful chat last night on Facebook, and we were just talking about, you know, that she comes and visits her mum here in Melbourne every second week. But she said she'll post it to me. Now, she said, and get this, guys, I said, look, I'm willing to pay. And she said, no, I want to pay it forward. What? So when she sends us something, hopefully she's not watching this live, when she sends it to me and it arrives, I think I might just send something back. I haven't decided what yet. Maybe we can talk about that. What could I send her back? Can I send her yarn? Does she have too much in her stash? Can I send her a ready-made project? Maybe. Can I send her something for Mama? Maybe. What can I send her? Let's talk about that throughout the live while we're talking about everything else, yeah? All right, so that's what's happening next week. We are getting our front part for the sweater. Now, because of the Easter bag, I didn't do a new pattern for our newbies. I will do a short for them this week as well, on top of doing something for them, but I haven't really decided what to do for the newbies yet. But we are lining our bag this week, definitely. We'll also, well, no, we won't. We'll just line one this week. And this one will be lined by hand sewing. The next week, during the second part of the Easter, we'll line the second one by sewing machine. For the simple fact that I still haven't got the sewing machine down from the top of the cupboard and I can't reach and I have to get a ladder. Shh, don't tell them. All right, so we will be doing this one this week. We are lining it with some cotton. Any cotton you have in stock, any, cotton. I've got this kind of cotton for lining this purse, yeah? The purse that looks like that, yeah? So I've got this, and this is, you know what it is? It's not a cotton. Well, it is a cotton. It is 100% cotton that is made for patchwork, yeah? It comes in a square. It's already made in a square. And the only reason I bought this is because I couldn't find the right color for this, and I think this one is the right color. Let's turn that over so you don't see that white mark. But I think this one is the right color. How gorgeous is that? Yeah, I love, love, love. Be making a lot of these for the market to sell at the market. They'll be fully lined. And I may also, where I got those from, I'll see if the lady also sells the larger one and make little purses, like little handbags that you can take to weddings, functions, elegant bags that you can take to functions. So I'll be making some of those for the market, which, fingers crossed, May. They keep changing it. So we'll see. We will see. Yeah. All right. So did I finish once? Have we done that? Yes. I'm doing my front and back at the same time. Good on you. Mine's complete, so that's great. Since I decided to do all solid patches now, it shouldn't take too long. Now you'll get them done pretty quickly. I find that it's actually like just doing half double crochets. All you got to do is remember to bring one thread up. Really, the other one is just bringing it back, pulling it back, pulling it back. But the other one is just bringing it up and moving to the side. The only side I find, I like to call it, I know I'm a crocheter, but I do like to call it a knitted. I really shouldn't. I like to call that a purl side and a knit side. And I know I'm a crocheter and I'm a fanatic for crochet and I really don't take well for knitting, but I do like to call it a knit purl side. I don't know if you know what I mean, but it's very similar to knitting in that sense. Yeah, I hope that makes sense to you. Oh, I don't know why I said that. I said it out loud too. Oh, what? I don't know if it's cotton, but I do have material now. It doesn't have to be cotton if you have anything else, as long as it's durable for a bag. Be careful if you're using another material. Like this lady asked me for, I don't know if it was satin or if it was, I can't remember what she asked me for. I think it was satin. Or something like that. I can't remember what she asked me for. I said, I can't use that in there. It's not that durable. I'm going to use that. If she doesn't like it, well, then I'll just tell her to purchase it from someone else. Because using a satin won't work. It just won't work. Yeah. Yeah, you know what I mean. Thanks, Middle. I also need to touch it. And you know what? If you know about knitting and crochet, you'll get that. People will get it. Because I understand that a knit is a forward stitch and a purl is, hang on, how knit goes that way and purl goes that way. I'm trying to remember it now. See how long it's been? So you'll kind of get that when you're doing that jumper, that's the purl and you're turning it around and then that's the knit. It sounds weird, even though it's crochet, but it's a theory I came up with years and years ago when I first started graph gans. When did I start? Oh my gosh, might have been 7, 8, 10, 15. I can't remember. I started graph ganning a long, long time ago, and I used to make just small things like, I didn't even know what I did with them. I think someone actually purchased one. Oh, and I gifted it to a sister-in-law. I did the, gosh, what's it called? My brain has just had a blank. For St. Patrick's Day, the flower thing, I did that in a small piece, and she put it up on a frame and put it on the wall, she said. The clover, you know what I mean? So I did that for her for St. Patrick's Day as a small piece like that, and she loved it, so she put that up in a frame. So I've actually been graph ganning for years and years and years. Even before that, I graph ganned a small little square for one of the children I worked with years ago in a school, and she used it underneath her little things that she puts near a bedside table. So it's kind of like a doily, but it's a thick doily, yeah. So I did Finding Nemo for that one. Yeah, so actually it was Nemo, picture of Nemo, which I actually found online. It was a free picture on Pinterest. So I used that picture for her. So there's a lot of pictures that I haven't taken of these Graphgans for the simple fact that they weren't my designs. So I'm just a bit worried about whether they want their designs up. And I don't know who they are, because what happens is these things, they just end up on the web, and you go through all the areas to find them, and everyone is a different person. It has nothing to do with the original designer. So you don't know who to ask. Like I remember asking, actually Franca did that for me. We asked Fiber Spider for the kaleidoscope blanket. Well, I've had a look online, and that kaleidoscope blanket was made long before Fiber Spider. But I made a version that was similar to his, with different angles of the camera. That's all, really. And so we had to ask Fiber Spider to use his kind of like version. And he said, you can use it so long as you don't use my photos, which is okay because I like my own photos, yeah? And my chat has just stopped, and I don't know why. Well, let's go back. It's disappeared. Here it is. We're back. It just disappeared on me. Sorry, guys. It's been gone for a while. I was just hoping no one was talking. No one was. That's okay. I just didn't want it to disappear. Okay, so we are getting the shoulder part to the top. You are getting the lining for this bag. You are getting a short this week, and also an easy project for the new subscriber. So if you are a new subscriber and you're watching us right now and you're wondering what's coming up for you, there will be an easy project. I haven't decided what yet. I haven't really decided what. If you have any ideas, you can let me know. Otherwise, I will think of something around Tuesday. Don't forget, guys, there will be no tutorial on Friday. No tutorial on Friday. I'll be too busy with the Royal Children's Hospital. There will be no tutorials. Oh, well, there's never anything on the weekend anyway. I don't usually put any tutorials up on Saturday and Sunday at all. But there'll also be no tutorial on the Monday of that first week, Easter week. Yeah, so nothing Friday and nothing on Easter Monday. So Friday, Easter Friday and Easter Monday, they are Good Friday and Easter Monday. They are days that I won't be working. Only because, not because of the actual days, but only because the house is filled with people. And I can't record. I have nowhere to record. So when I say people, they're family, obviously, not strangers, not 19,000 people in my house. But I tell you what, guys, if you roll up for lunch, that's actually dinner, by the way. Don't roll up for dinner either. I'm going to have a stand out there, Vegemite on one side, margarine on the other, 20,000 packets of bread, and I'll be there. Next. Hey, I should do that one day just for fun. No, that's not fun, Mary. That's not. This is serious business. You don't go making Vegemite sandwiches for 19,000 people. It could be fun. It could be different. Imagine my day. My shoulder will be out of whack. I won't be able to crochet. Oh, it can't happen. I'll have to do it left-handed. All right. See how sidetracked she gets? All right. So that's what's happening this week. Just know, guys, that during that Easter break, there will be no tutorials. It's just the Easter break. Yeah. It's just the Easter break. All right. So that's that. Now we're going to actually move right along. Is anyone... I'm sorry. I'm making a mess here with this noise. Amazon sent me a message that you got your gift on Thursday from me. Did you get it? No. What was it, Jan? What was it, hun? Amazon sent me a message that you got your gift on Thursday from me. Did you get it? No. What was it, darling? Unless it... Oh, wait. No, you might be right. There is something sitting at the post office, but I haven't collected. So that's probably it. In actual fact, I said yesterday morning, I said, I've got to remind myself to pick up that mail. It'd be great to pick it up so that way I can talk about it on the live today. And I forgot. So, oops, you're right. I'm sorry, Jan. I didn't mean you to tell me what it was, but I did, I think, because there's posts sitting there for me. Look, do you come on our Wednesdays live, Jan? Are you on our Wednesdays live? Oh, by the way, there is going to be some sort of video vlog this week. Yes. Are you on the Wednesdays live? Do you make it to Wednesday? Otherwise, I can hold it out to next Saturday and we'll talk about it next Saturday. Or we can do it on the video vlog, which I do like to do. You are on Wednesday. Okay, well, we'll talk about it Wednesday. I'll definitely have it by Wednesday. I was so naughty. And I knew something had come because I get a notification. You have mail. You have mail. I was, I'll collect it today. I'll collect it today. I'll collect it today. And I didn't collect it. So I do apologize, Jan. You missed my comment about Vegemite. I did. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Hello. You should bring Vegemite when you come visit me. Oh, don't even tempt me. Are we allowed to? I think we're allowed to because it's a closed jar. It's not open. I think there's certain foods we can't bring over. The only thing with Vegemite, it is we may not be able to bring it. I will find out. Notice how I think I'm coming to Canada. I'll be there in about Friday week. No, I don't have a passport yet. That's ridiculous. How I don't have a passport. I don't have a working with children. I've got nothing. I've got nothing so far. Look, let's not worry about that for now. Maybe one day I'll bring Vegemite and Tim Tams, or definitely Tim Tams. You're still waiting for the visit. I think you might turn, you know how you just had a birthday? Your next birthday will be when you're 45. That's probably the day I'll come visit. I know you're nowhere near 45, but that's probably the day I'll come visit. All right, so at some stage this week, whether I squeeze it in between a short, there will be a video vlog of some sort this week, because I did mention something last week and I want to make sure that happens this week. I'm not talking about it. You'll hear about it on the video vlog, and that will happen this week. I just wanted to make sure you got it. Another gift is coming. Oh, Jan. You know I love anything. I don't complain about anything, but you don't always have to send me stuff. I don't mind. I know you're so far away. I think you're overseas, and I get really sad when people overseas have to send me things because of the shipping is astronomical these days. But thank you anyway, and I will collect it. I'll talk about it on Wednesday's live. I don't say I have to wait until in my 40s. I don't know, middle. By the time it takes for me to get a passport, to raise some funds to get over there, we will be able to one day see each other. Utah. You're in Utah. Yeah, that's far. Jan, it's far. It's far. Yeah. The shipping from here cost an arm and a leg as well. I'm going to work that out when I do my 20,000 subscriber surprise. When that happens. I don't know. We're not far off, are we? I apologize for not chatting, but I'm crocheting and listening. All good, Missy. Lovely to have you here, though. Very lovely to have you here. We love it when people listen. We love it when people chat, when people are a part of anything. We just love it. We just love anything. We're not fussy. We're not fussy. But I do know that the lovely Middle Earthians, she seems to be like everywhere, whether she's on the channel, whether she's on Facebook, whether she's on Instagram, wherever she is, she's just like everywhere, aren't you, Middle? I had a dream last night. You knocked on my door and it was so real. Oh, really? Hey, Franca, don't tempt me. That can happen one day. The places I need to go to. Okay, I'm going to have to raise a lot of money here. I need to go to England. I need to go to Ireland. I need to go to Canada, obviously, because Middle and I, we're buddies now. I need to go to, oh my gosh, New Zealand. I need to go to New Zealand for my benefit because I've always wanted to go, yeah. But also I have subscribers in New Zealand, yeah. And where else do I need to go? I need to go to France. I need to go to where's the other place? Somewhere in India. I don't know the name of the place, but some lovely Indian lady always talks to me, private messages me. So I need to go to India. Where else do I need to go? Everywhere where my subscribers are very chummy with me. And I wouldn't mind, and this is not, I'm not going to rule this out because this is on the cards. I wouldn't mind doing a lot of local trips and even interstate trips to some of the subscribers who do talk to me and say, when are we going to see you one day? When are we going to see you? So, yeah, the interstate trips, I'm not ruling them out. They can be local. I don't need a passport for those. I do need a passport to get to New Zealand, though. So there you go. I don't need a passport to get to Tasmania, though. So if you live in Tasmania, let me know. I woke up and said to my mum, where is Mary? She looked at me. Crazy. Oh, I like that, Frankie. You're hilarious. Canada, says Middle. Definitely coming to Canada. Definitely. One day. One day, she says. Oh, it's not going to be a while, though. I've got no money. I've got no money. Well, I do. Just don't have a lot. I've got enough for dinner this week. That's great. Lunch as well. Battle up toast, Vegemite. I'm kidding. But it's not that. It's because I haven't done a passport and I'm not ready. And I don't know about most people, but when I go on a trip, it takes so much out of me. So one little trip, and I've got lots of issues physically. So one little trip, I'm done for about 6 years. Um, come to Minnesota to see snow, Edith. Oh my gosh, I so want to. Especially to see snow. Oh, but Minnesota on the cards. I've got New York on the cards. I've got a couple of other my US ladies here. Oh gosh, where are they from? Somewhere in the US. Focus. Someone was from, I can't remember the name of them now. The ones I always get wrong. The names I always get, the small names. Oh my gosh, I've forgotten their names. But I know my subscribers will know because they know the one I always get wrong. The short names, 4-letter names. My brain, it just shuts down. Iowa, that's the one. Thanks, Edith. Ohio, that's the one. There's the two of them, Iowa and Ohio. Corinne says, come to Maine. I'll come to Maine. Iowa and Idaho. I forgot about Idaho. Family, you're right. I'd like to see Minnesota with snow so long as it actually snows so I can feel the snowflakes in my hands. Well, if you just lift up your head, snowflakes can fall into your mouth. That's something. I don't know whether anyone's ever done that, but that would be interesting. Well, I might be able to stay for the whole live. My niece is getting on later tonight. Oh, that's nice, Middle. We love having you here. You know that. You make my left side nice and warm. For those of you joining us new, you didn't know this. Middle sits right here. Invisible Middle, but she's there. You have to me first and then Jody. Well, I think Jody's on the cards first, Franca. I've always wanted to go to Ireland. And I know she's in Ireland, so she might be on the cards first. When I went overseas years and years ago, and we're talking hundreds of years ago, and when I let the passport lapse, before I let it lapse, I went overseas and I went to the UK. So Ireland, I was supposed to go to as well. We didn't have enough time. I was with the kids and everything. We had schools and everything else. So we had to cut our trip short. So we didn't get to go to Ireland. And that was on the cards. Ireland and Scotland, I wanted to do them both. And I was angry because they weren't that far from the UK, really, if you think about it. And I didn't get that opportunity to do either one of those. Lovely places. And I was so looking forward to it. But anyway, there's a lot of places around the world. If I had the ball, the sphere, the round, the map of the world and just spin it around, I could tell you hundreds and hundreds of places that I'd like to go to. I'm a bit sad. It's next Saturday. I might not be on your list. Oh, I know. But still, you know what? You'll be here in you'll still be there. You're still invisible. You're still there. On Wednesday, you'll be on our Wednesdays live. You'll still be there. We'll blow you a kiss on Saturday. And so you get a chance to rewatch it. You'll get the kiss. Now, because of the times, she has a lot of issues with the times, Franca. A lot of people do. And this is why I say, why do we have to change these clocks over? Leave them one time and nobody gets confused. But no, we've got to change and swap and swip and do all sorts of weird things. And it drives me batty. All right. So, okay. So that's what we're doing. Now, is anyone doing, and I'm saying this because otherwise I'm wasting my time completing it. And plus I haven't even done anything of it. Oh, and I've just pulled apart some of my stitching, as you do. And I didn't use my own tip with putting in a stitch marker. Look how much I've pulled apart. Well, 3 stitches, 2, 1. I don't know. Anyway, is anyone making the belt? The belt. Now, if you're making the belt, you might find that your stitches have gone in a bit and you are on 9 double crochets. Let's try half doubles. 9 half doubles across instead of 10. That is normal. That decrease happens when you start this thing right here. And I've left that on purpose. You're going to make the whole belt until you get to your last set of these. I should have mentioned it last week. I don't want you to start the last set of 6. All the other sets will be 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. But the last set of 6, I want you not to do. Get to that last chain set. Now, if you find you've done all this and it doesn't make it to the last set, stop where you are, do a few rows of the chains section, or go back to a few rows of the chain section, and then start the last set with me. Okay, now our clocks, okay, change, I might be busy, yeah, now our clocks have gone forward, and you've going back next week is going to be a nightmare. Yes, yes, I'm making it for my granddaughter. All right, Jan, when you, have you measured your granddaughter's waistline? Because you need to measure her waistline. You need to make, I'm trying to think of how much, 3 fingers, 2 fingers, about 3 fingers. 6 maybe. It's 6 centimeters less than her waistline. Okay. So if her waistline is, let's say her waistline is 20 centimeters. It's, no one's that small. We'll say 60 centimeters just to say it, right? Or maybe someone's small, you never know. We'll say 60 centimeters, yeah? Just for the sake of saying something. Your 60 centimeters will be like, I'll explain it, will be there. So you really need 55 centimeters, put it that way. So take 5 centimeters off. I don't know if it's 5. I need a measuring tape. Wait there, everyone. I'm going to go grab a measuring tape, which is right here. Just give me one moment. Give me one moment in time. And these are the measuring tapes that the lovely Jodie sent. You can never have too many measuring tapes. Now, these measuring tapes here, they're going to be popped in packs. So they're already counted for. So one of them I'll end up keeping now, as you do. I'm going to measure this last set for you. All right. So the last set is not 5 centimeters. It is, see, I'm glad I measured it, is 4 centimeters or 1.5 inches. Is it 1.5? 1.5 inches. Well, it's a little bit more than 1.5. It's 1 3/4 inches, almost 2 inches. Oh, I'll show you so you can see. That's my dishwasher going off in the background. Can you hear it going off? My apologies. It's there. That's where it goes to on the inches. Almost 2. It's about there, right there, right? Or the centimeters are, and I'll tell you in a minute. I should have done it that way. 4 centimeters, right? Exactly 4 centimeters. So there you go. I think that's inches. I shouldn't have said inches. Oh, it is inches. It's inches. Okay, good. It's inches. All right. So 4 centimeters or 1 3/4 inches less than her waistline, because I want when they meet when they meet in front like that, that's where I want it to meet. I don't want it to overlap either way, because we're making straps here. We're making quite a few straps here, and they're going to be the thing that ties up in front. So even if it's a little bit smaller, even better, yeah, because your straps are going to be tying up in front. Maybe not that small, about that much. Something's going to fall any minute now. I can see it sliding off. Waiting for it to fall. So even if it's like that around the waist, where it doesn't close completely, have a little tiny gap, or it can meet. Don't overlap, because we are going to have straps that will tie up in front. All right. So continue making this. I apologize for not continuing. I just didn't have the time this week, or tied up. But that we can actually do that on Wednesday. Who said she's making it for her granddaughter? Jan. Yeah? No? Was it Jan? Oh, let me go back. I don't know who said now. Oh, yes, it was Jan. Jan, have it ready. If you're quick enough and you can have it ready by Wednesday, Wednesday's live, we might be able to finish that off. Yeah. I'm going to put it on this. Oh, it's not over here. The thinner mannequin. I'm going to make it small for the thinner mannequin so I can get it finished quicker. And then we can actually do the rest of it later. I won't be turning any TV on. Thanks, Franca, though. Thanks for asking me, but I won't be turning TV on. I don't turn TV on during the day. I really don't. It's not my thing. I haven't got time for it. I work too hard. I know of one province in Canada that got rid of it because The provincial government voted to get rid of it. Now I'm waiting for the rest of Canada. Oh, for the daylight savings thing. Yep. Okay, beautiful. Jan's going to hang on. That's great until Wednesday. That's beautiful. If will you have it ready by Wednesday, Jan, do you think, or is it already ready now? I want to explain something to you, since you're the only one making it. Jan, you and I, we're making one together. I will work towards Wednesday. We can hold out till the Saturday if you like. Do you want to wait till the Saturday, hun? Either way, I'm happy to do it either way, yeah? If you wait till the Saturday, it gives me more time to finish it too. It shouldn't take too long because I'm doing the extra small strap. I'll be doing the extra small one. All right. Now, the idea is you're going to get it by Wednesday. Okay, we can do it Wednesday. All right, we can do it Wednesday. All right, so the idea was that we did that, I think it was 6 rows or 8. I can't remember now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I can't remember. I'll have to look at the video. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it was 5 rows there. Might have been 6. For the life of me, can't remember. Anyway, I said to do 10 rows of this and then 10 rows of doubles, half doubles. Come on, Mary, get this right. 10 rows fillet, 10 rows half doubles, 10 rows fillet. All right. When you finish your piece and you're at the end, you're going to notice that across here, you will only have 9 stitches. That is okay, because see this part here, it's a little bit bigger. When we do those straps, that's going to close up a little bit. So I'm trying to keep it so it looks similar when it's tied up a little bit. It was only 1 stitch. Maybe I would have been better off doing 2, but it's okay. It's okay. That was kind of the plan. But before we do the last 5 rows or 6 rows, whatever I did last week, we're going to add another stitch in the middle. So don't do your last set. Wait till next week. We'll do the last set together and then we'll work on straps. I hope that makes sense. Wait till Wednesday and we'll do the last strap together. All right. Hope that made sense. All right. Saturday works. You want Saturday? Okay, let's do a Saturday. Better for Saturday because it gives me more time to do it. I mean, it won't take too long. It's only very small. She's a very small waistline, the extra small. But still, I'd like to wait till Saturday. I've got a little bit too much on my plate this week. Until this sweater is done, I'm cutting a lot of things out because I just want to get the sweater done. And once the sweater is done, we can move on to some of our normal channel gear because this sweater is not part of our normal channel gear, yeah? Middle Earthians, I don't know what that means. Yeah, I don't know what that means. Wish I knew. Okay, so some things we don't know what people are talking about here sometimes. Oh, it's a crochet channel, guys. Who are we talking about? All right, so let's go back to what we're going to do this week. This week we are doing the straps to our jumper. We are definitely lining this bag. We are getting a short, or maybe even 2 shorts, we'll see, for the newbies. And we'll also be getting a new project for the newbies. They're going to be small things, so it doesn't take too long to create. We don't know when we will be going further into the new projects. We don't know how far we're going to go with this, but I'll let you know in the future. Did I mention you're at 19,007? Yes, you did, Middle. Not today, but you mentioned it on Wednesday. We were on 19,700 on Wednesday. 19,700 subscribers, yes. Don't forget to get your family, your friends, your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, your cousin, your uncle, your aunt, the dog, the cat, the fleas on the animals. Everyone to subscribe, so that we can hit 20,000, so that we can do a massive surprise giveaway / thing. Because that's what I promised, that 20,000 we will have a milestone surprise / giveaway thing. So there you go. I have family in Quebec. Oh, okay. Family in Quebec. Am I saying it right? Quebec? Is that how you say it? I hope that's how you say it. That's how I say it. That's how I hear it on the news, so that's how I say it. Not that it comes on the news very often, but when it has, that's how I have heard it. Anyways, moving right along. She said, what's she talking about now? I just wanted to let everyone know what's happening before the Easter week. Remember, there will be no tutorial on Good Friday. I will be messing around with the Children's Hospital, as you do. And there will be no tutorial on Easter Monday either. So not for anything, it's just that the house is full. But Good Friday, no tutorial at all. There you go. Now it's Christian Easter coming this week. Then the week later, it's Orthodox Easter. So there's a lot happening that week as well. It doesn't affect me, so our channel will go ahead like normal. This is Crochet Channel. Are you sure, Mary? I don't know about that. I know. Oh, Cricket. Hello, Cricket. I love the name Cricket. Hello. Hello. Lovely to have you here. Are you new or have you come on before? I can't remember seeing you on the live before, unless I've forgotten. You know, this brain doesn't work very well at some stages in my life. You said it correctly. Oh, thank you, Franco. I wasn't sure. Cricket, are you new, honey? I have seen the name before, but I'm not sure if you are the same Cricket. You've been on before. Okay, so you're the same one. It was recent too, wasn't it? I don't think it was that far away. I'm just looking at your picture. I can't really see very well. They're tiny little pictures. YouTube needs to make these pictures larger so we can see these faces, these beautiful faces, because we want to see who we're talking to. We want to see who we're talking to. What? We want to see. The other thing I wanted to mention, if you are in Melbourne, Australia, the Pipeworks market is going ahead, but not before Easter. It won't happen until May of this year. Again, another change. So, but if you are in Melbourne and you would like to pop in and see us, we will talk about that closer to the date. I won't leave you in the lurch. I'll let you know where we are. You can come visit us at the table, and you can mention that you watch me on the channel and get a further 10% discount off anything from the table. But you have to mention that you watch me on YouTube. Otherwise, you don't get that discount. Yeah. That's how it works, right? Everybody else gets one price. If you tell me you watch us on YouTube, you get another prize. See? I love it. I love looking after my subscribers, because at the end of the day, this is where I first started when I re-entered the crochet world. YouTube is where I first started. I did have things like Etsy, but I really wasn't doing anything on it. I wasn't pushing it. I wasn't encouraging the sales on those. I just left it. Both Etsy and madeit.com.au. I had both those stores. I believe I still have madeit.com.au. I still have that. You must put the AU at the end. Madeit is one word, .com.au. I believe I still have that. I still have Etsy. I think there's only one item on there. But that might move very soon as well. So I don't know. They weren't doing much for me. I wasn't promoting them either. So it just, nothing happened there. But this is where it all happened. This is where we all we blew up here. We went well here. This is where it all happened. Instagram is also going pretty fast for me at the moment, which is very good. If you haven't seen us on Instagram, head over to Instagram and check out Wow Crochet Designs on Instagram. That's one word, Wow Crochet Designs. And you can check us out there. The Tandy yarn jumper, can it be made with Aran weight instead of DK weight? See, again, Franca, when you are changing, well, I didn't do a swatch for that. So that was a long time ago. I didn't even think about gauge swatches. I just went ahead and did things. You can, you just have to check your measurements. It will change the look of the pattern as well. But you need to make it the size that suits you anyways. So once you're becoming professional at this too, Franca. So you know what you're doing. You might be able to do that. Just be wary when you're changing sizes. And I tell this to everybody, it will change the outcome to the jumper. If you used an Aran weight, I found the Tandy, is it here? No, I've locked it away. I found the Tandy jumper. I locked it away because it was our summer. But now, excuse me, we're in May. I'm just going to have a drink. Not May. We're in autumn, which is fall. Cheers. Which is fall in some countries, but for us here it's autumn. This is a time to start taking out the warmies, the sweaters, the jumpers, the vests. I'm so looking forward to making and wearing vests. I've already made one, and you'll get to see that very soon. It's still in bits and bobs, so you won't be able to see it. I haven't really made it. I have to sew it all up together and just put some borders on it. And I might just do a double crochet back loop, front loop for here rather than doing ribbing, you know, something quick and easy. And you'll get to see that too. We might do it on a channel. It's a vest. Although we're not going to do anything else until we finish this sweater. And then we're going to make the next vest we're going to do is the scrap vest, which we've been talking about for a long time. So, oh, I've got the hiccups now too. This is why I'm trying to get a drink so I can get rid of these hiccups. Excuse me. This always happens on my lives. Cheers. Yes. Oh, I've lost track of when I joined this community. I know it was just before you got or broke roll the wheel. Oh, yes. It still works though. I worked it out the other day. I had to play with it. It's in the garage. It still works. It's just broken on the base, but it still works. Yeah. Yeah, for cooler weather. Yes, I know, Missy, right? Cooler weather, cooler weather. We're just in the beginning of spring there, over there. We're in the beginning of autumn here. Ooh, it's going to start getting cold. I do like the colder weather. I do. I'm happy because I don't mind staying home. I'm happy to stay home and stay cozy on the couch with my jumper. I bought lots of 400 grams of Aran yarn. I was thinking of using it for that jumper. You can use it for the same. You know how we're doing the patchwork jumper? That's made in Aran. You could forget about the patchwork in that Aran that you're talking about and just make half double crochets all the way across. I know a couple of ladies here on the channel whom are making this jumper, and they are using that half double crochet just to go across. They're not changing and making the squares. Yeah. You're in Sydney. Oh, you're in Sydney, Missy. Welcome to Melbourne. I was this close to going to Sydney soon. I was going to go. They have a convention happening there. I think it's actually May or June, one or the other. I think it's May. The last few days of May, there's a convention there. Crochet, contact the Crochet Guild of Australia. Contact them and you'll have a look on their website. And there's actually a convention happening there. You have to pay, obviously, to go. And I was this close to going. I was going to go, but the costs are astronomical for the convention. And to do the classes and things and to be a part of it all, you have to be a part of everything that comes up, just to be a part of it all. I think there's a gala as well, which is a very expensive event. So I thought, no, maybe this year's not a good year for me financially. So I didn't go, but I was this close to going. Yes, it is a part of the Crochet Guild Australia. Type that in on Uncle Google, Dr. Google, Auntie Google, whatever you want to call her. Notice how I say her. And type it into Google and it will show the Crochet Guild of Australia. Go onto their website and then type in the convention. Go up the top and look for the convention and click on that and it'll give you all the information for the convention. I don't know if you're too late to enter though. I don't know what the entry dates were. I think they're pretty busy. So, yeah, things are way too expensive these days. Yeah, we're a little bit tight here at the moment. I mean, no, we're not broke or anything, but we're a little bit tight. So we're just trying to, watch our pennies, as you do. Which is why you don't see me purchase much yarn. Don't get me wrong, I'll still purchase yarn if I need it for a project. So if you were to ring me and say, right, I want this cardigan, I want this vest, I want this jacket, I want this skirt, whatever, I would make it for you. But, obviously we would need like a down payment to start it off. Yeah, but I would still purchase the yarn. Spring here too, but wouldn't think it was all the wind and the rain. Don't even go there, Franca. Our weather's all over the place. We just don't care about weather anymore. We just say, what's the weather tomorrow? Is it going to rain? Oh, we'll need a jacket. We'll need an umbrella. Yep, okay. That's okay. We're done. Not going to rain? Fine, we'll walk. How cold is it? 10 degrees? No, we'll take the car. 25 degrees? Great, we'll walk. That's what we do here in Australia. I don't know what it's like anywhere else. You wouldn't know it here with the snow. Isn't it funny? Isn't it funny all over the world? The weather's just crazy. Nobody's weather's the same at the moment. It's all crazy. You'll be lucky if you had the same weather you usually get. Because it's just crazy. Now, you may have noticed something's missing. That was on a children's show years ago. That's in my brain now all the time. She's not there. There's a mannequin missing. We always have one and one there, but she's gone. Now, I got rid of that not because I cleaned up the room and it looks better. I got rid of it because it gets a little crowded here, and sometimes I want to bring my chair back, and the legs of that mannequin were knocking the chair. The only time you'll see that mannequin here anymore is if I'm showing off some projects that I'm making for the market, which you will see very soon. Small projects, short projects, tiny thin projects for small people. Notice how I roll my eyes, because some of us, we're not small. Not that we're big. Much. So yes, that mannequin will not be here unless we have a project to show you. So usually that's a cowl or a top or something. Oh, Yvonne, hi Yvonne. Oh, you're popping on now. We're almost done, honey. So that mannequin will not be there all the time. It'll only be there when we have something like that to show off. All right. Just heads up on that. So someone was asking me the other day, what did you do with your other mannequin? Did you get rid of it? Did you sell it? Did you whatever? No, she's over there, and I can actually, I'm staring at it while we speak. She hasn't got anything on, so I'm going to put some clothes on her, which I will be doing soon. You will be seeing some items that I'm making for Pipeworks market coming up in May. Some of them will be winter gear, some of them will be summer gear. A lot of them will be the smaller size on purpose because, well, I've got a lot of mediums and larges already. So I'm going to start working on some smaller sizes for the younger lady. But when I say the younger lady, we're talking 19-year-olds, 20-year-olds, 22-year-olds, 27-year-olds that are nice and thin and trim and slim, 40-year-olds and 50-year-olds that are trim and slim. Jazz, and just some of us don't know the word slim. I've just forgotten the meaning. In fact, I'm going to cut it out of the dictionary. No slim for me, right? Maybe one day. I know it's the time thing. Yes, it is. Next week, though, Yvonne, we are putting our clocks tonight, actually. We're putting our clocks back 1 hour. So our live will start 1 hour later than it usually does. Earlier? Later? I don't know now. I'll let you know next week once we're ready to. I'll let you know on Wednesday's live. You'll get all that information on Wednesday's live. I didn't do my homework today properly because it doesn't affect us today, but it will affect you on Wednesday and it will affect you on Saturday for the next 6 months. 5 months, 4 months, something like that. I think for me it'll be an hour later. Thank you, Anne McSee. I did say an hour later earlier, didn't I? When we first got on the live. So instead of being 9 o'clock, instead of being 10 o'clock, it'll be 11 o'clock. It'll look like 11 o'clock, but it's 10 o'clock. 50 plus who are short too. 50s plus who are short. Short is one thing, but slim is another, and some of us just don't fit the slim. But I'm not going to mention any names. I have to go now, Mary. Catch you next live. Have a great day. We're going to be going off too in a minute, Missy, but thank you for joining us all the way from Sydney. So there you go. Now, just to let everyone know that the live will go ahead as normal this Wednesday, and I think as normal on Saturday. But when I say as normal, with the time change, of course, I think it might just be like a quick live. I won't make it as long, yeah? So we will actually have a normal live on Wednesday. Nothing's going to change for the rest of the week. Just you won't get a tutorial on Friday because it's Good Friday, and you won't get a tutorial on Monday because it's Easter Monday. Simple fact that everyone is home because of the holidays, and I can't get any peace and quiet. The house is rowdy on those days. So usually during the holidays, the house gets very rowdy. This week is a good week, however. I have a lot of empty room this week. It's one week where the room is going to be empty during the day, meaning I have more access in this room so I can do some more cleaning, some more changing, and hopefully we can get this room to a state where we can do a proper tutorial, not a tutorial, like a video of the room, and you can see the actual room. You can see how I work. Sometimes I work in here, not often, because the room is used during the day for business. People use this room for the office as their office, so I don't work in here very often. But I do like to work in here when I'm doing my video vlogs. I like to sit right here. If I can, if there is someone in the room, I can't do it, and I usually do my video vlogs where our workstation is in the lounge room, which is actually the lounge room. You see the television in the back when I'm doing the vlogs in there. All right. So I want to thank everyone for joining us today. Don't forget you are getting the next part to our sweater, which will be the shoulder bit. I'm going to head off, guys. It's getting very late here in Melbourne. I need to do some shopping. I need to eat. I'm starving. And so I want you to know you're getting the sweater part 5 on Monday or Tuesday. Depends on when it goes up. But it's more likely it'll go up Monday night or early Tuesday morning. Don't quote me the time. Don't quote me. Forget it. You'll get it this week. We're also getting the lining to this gorgeous bag that we've been doing on our live, that we made on our live. We're getting that one. We've done our Easter project, so we won't be done our Easter project. Oh, look, got stuck on the bag. Hello. So we've done our Easter project, so we won't be doing anything else for Easter this year. And there you go. And you will be getting a beginner video as well for the beginners tutorial. Haven't worked out what yet. And there may be a vlog this week, or it may be held out till Tuesday of next week. But that vlog will go up. I have a reason for that vlog, and we'll talk about that when it goes up. Thank you for watching. My name is Mary. This is Well Crochet Designs. Ciao for now. Try to be good, and I will go to the post office, and I won't forget about don't worry about the belt till after Easter. Oh, really? Oh, we could do it on Wednesday if you like, Jan. Let's just see how I go this week, yeah? I'll catch you all this week. Try to be good. Don't forget, we're turning our clocks back tonight. Ciao for now. Try to be good. I'm serious. Try to be good.